Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and a happy Wednesday evening, I guess it is, to everybody. Welcome back to the backyard. We're going to do a little more building and grounding today. We started on that castle out in the pond, and I kind of want to get a little bit more work done on that today, and then depending on how long I'm working on that, we might actually go and try and get some more clay so we can keep building the castle up on top of the ridge around the edge of the pond as well. But welcome everyone who's here in the chat so far, or if you're watching on the channel afterwards, welcome as well. As always, huge thanks to everyone who's clicked on that join button to become a channel member. I really appreciate the support. And a special thanks to all of our top tier mistakes were made channel members who were highlighted right at the start of the stream. All of your support is very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Fox sound is loud, voice is quieter. All right, hold on a second. Hold on. All right, turn my voice up a little bit. It's probably really loud now. All right, sweet. Should be good to go. So we started on the, excuse me, on this pond castle build the last time we played, which I think was like 2 weeks ago. So, you know, we haven't really made a lot of progress on it, but that's it out there. We just started the palisade wall. At the time we were building, they still had that bug glitch in the game where you would, you'd put down the blueprint piece, and then as soon as you tried to build it, it would, like, make it crooked. So, you know, it didn't work so fantastic. They did fix that, actually, at the... pretty much like right after the stream we had last time. So that's working now, and hopefully we can get things lined up properly. I'm curious to see whether it fixed our wall placement for where we put them before, or if it still leaves them crooked. But that's what we're going to work on today. I think I have some food around here I can munch on. I don't remember what's in my inventory. I have all this berry leather, but I'm not really planning on making any floating foundations at the moment. We're working on palisades and stuff right now. We're just taking a lot of stems, and then when we get that finished, we're going to build like a keep portion in the middle. That's going to be pretty much all grass because we can't use any stone foundations out in the water. We can use the floating foundations, but you can't build stone ones on top of that, so it's all just going to be like a grass and wood kind of castle, palisade kind of thing. And then we'll do the stone one up on the side when we actually get that done. I'm going to get rid of the spider armor, and we'll switch over to the ant armor, because we're going to need the carrying capacity. That'll work better. Much better. Oh, I have food on me. Alright, we're good. Sweet. I think my canteen's full. Yep, good to go. So today's going to be a lot of hauling stems, a lot of hauling grass, a lot of chopping. Usual build stream and everything, and then we can hang out and chat and stuff as well. When you saw a tadpole, you freaked out, and it one-shot you? How does a tadpole one-shot you in this game? I didn't think they attacked at all. I mean, the koi fish is a one-shot kill if it hits you, but I didn't think the tadpoles were. I conveniently have a few stems here that I had previously chopped, so we'll take those down with us as well. I don't really want to jump because I'm going to have to use my dandelion thing and scatter these things to the four winds. Oh, you know what? Actually, this is gonna be hard to get out there. All right, we'll go up to the top here. We'll take the zip line down. And we'll try to drop these, drop these things in some place useful near where we're building, because this might not actually work. I don't remember if the zip line goes over top of the castle, going the other way. Did you ever do a stream when you join on someone else's game? In Grounded? I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it so much, I guess. I've mostly just been busy, like, building everything in this. I've only done multiplayer in this game once when I played with Nate. I just had him join in my game so we could continue building stuff. I mean, I'm not expressly opposed to it, but I just hadn't really thought about it. This is gonna be tricky. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. I thought I can't drop straight down on it from above, so we'll go like this. Ow. Oh man, that hurt. And then we'll, if we drop these off the side, then I can carry them across the walkway and we'll be good. I don't even really need to drop them, I guess. Make sure I got my dandelion tuff ready. Scattered a little bit, but not too bad. Sweet. Can you make an ant army like an Ant-Man? No, not so much. It'd be kind of neat if you could, but no. They're going to be adding pets to the game, apparently, but it's going to be the aphid that you can get as a pet, not so much the ants. So it's really more about just having something cute following you around, more so than actually providing any real utility. These are still misaligned. Well, shoot. So some of our walls are going to be crooked, I guess. I'm going to cancel the ones that that we haven't built already, though, so we can, at least we can get these ones straight. Oops, wrong button. Alright. So it's going to be a little weird because some of them are crooked and some won't be, but yeah, whatever, it'll be fine. I'm not super picky, I guess. It's nice that they line up now, though, at least. I'm going to leave this gap right here because we're going to need to keep using that for building for a bit to carry supplies across. Good enough for now. Hey, Susan, how you doing? It's funny how these floating bases don't have like any bounce to them at all. Kind of feels like they should sway a little bit because they're just like inner tube things floating on the water. Although I guess it would make it harder for building. But can I break the walls that are crooked? I could, but I'll lose half of all the materials that I spent building all these. So I think I'd rather work on trying to get it finished first, and then later on I can consider breaking these down. But losing half the materials would be kind of a big pain. Just realized also that I'm gonna need a whole bunch more plant fiber because we have to make some of the twisted rope stuff to be able to bind all these things together. So these take 2 crude rope for each one of these we build. So we're gonna need to get our hands on some of those. I might even have some back at the base. I might have to take a zip line back over there. Looks like the weeds have started to respawn. At least this one did. Hopefully the other ones will come soon because we're gonna need them. We're gonna need a lot of them. Timber? Oh man, look at it all. Got the mother load off of this thing. Do you know what's up with the little PogChamp thing? Nope, what's that? Surprised the boards in the water doesn't wobble. Yeah, you would think so, because they're just on inner tubes, right? But I guess, I don't know. I guess there's only so much they can do. Maybe that's something they could add later, but I guess it would make the building a little bit weird also, I suppose. Because then the building would have to sway. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, if there was a way to sink the castle by accident, I would find a way to do it. Don't you worry. I don't think there is, though. I'll find a way to crash a car into it, even though there's no cars in the game. Have I ever gotten arrested? No. Why would I get arrested? It's not really something to be celebrated. Best part of this game is about how much it trolls, Fox. No, it's not. It's the free building is the best part, not the trolling. Stop it. At least they fixed it, but in the meantime, it's kind of messed up my whole base. The feng shui is all wrong now. FBI open up. Yeah. I asked you played Sea of Thieves before? I did, yeah. I played in the beta, and I played a little bit after launch, but I didn't get super into it. I gather they've added a lot to the game that I haven't tried out, but I remember when I like playing the beta and being amazed by the water effects because they just look really cool. But then I didn't really get super into the game when they launched it because it just didn't seem like there was really all that much to do, and I kind of had my fun in the beta. Where's the Starbucks gonna be built? Man, if I could build a Starbucks, I'd be all over that. Coffee. But this is the 80s, so I don't think Starbucks was much of a thing in the 80s. Weed spawn while I was running. Yeah, it did. Yeah, they're gradually starting to spawn back in now, based on when we chopped them last. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna need to go get some, I gotta go get some weed fiber. I should have a whole pile of it back at the other base. We can take the zipline back. I kind of wish I had built the zipline to go all the way to my actual base, though. I kind of hate landing and then having to run over every time. Doesn't cater to my laziness at all. How old is Starbucks? Well, it started as an individual store in Seattle. I don't know when, though, exactly. But in terms of, like, the larger chain of them, that didn't come until later when it got bought out by... what was it, Howard Schultz or whatever bought it? Or maybe didn't buy it, he just ran it. Expanded it into a whole empire. I think Seattle's older than the 80s. Yeah, but just because the city was there doesn't mean the whole franchise across the country was there. Friend of mine has this game, but ever since the water update, the game's really laggy, and there's a reason. There's no reason it should be. Anyone have suggestions? Well, it was definitely really laggy after the water update, and I think when they pushed the bug fix to fix the building issue, I thought there was also something in there about improving the efficiency where stuff had been built. So I've been finding a lot of lag when I come back towards the pond. I don't know if it's like the fish or whatever that does it, but I haven't bumped into it yet today, but we also haven't really left away from the tree for that stuff to kind of, what you would call it, de-render or not render, whatever. So I guess we'll see how it performs now, but I think they did push an update for it. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Crafts. Will we have a fighting wolf spiders with the camera on? Would be great. No. Bro, Cryptic, I haven't watched you in so long. It's late to watching your amazing streams again. Well, welcome, Carter. Thanks for dropping by. CrypticFox fan. How's it going? Long time no see. Been in hiding, I see. Ah. Somewhere here I had other webbing. Maybe it was just in my inventory. Need more storage bins. Okay, how much rope have I got here now? You know, I should probably take more grass. It's gonna take a whole lot more. It's 2 for every one of those walls. Oh man, I don't have enough. Alright, it's 2 for every one of those walls, unfortunately. So it's gonna take quite a bit of the, weed fiber. Have a night, Hunter. Well, that's unusual. I could chop these stems down to get fiber out of them, but I'm kind of reluctant to make them like permanently not respawn. Although it doesn't look like they're respawning now anyway, so that might not be that much. That might not be that big of a deal. Oh, hey, come back here. Where'd he go? It's mine. Now, where'd that aphid go that I hit? There you are. He died. Guess he got poisoned. Kill steal, that's right. We kill stealing from the ants. They don't seem to mind too much. The way it was floating confused. Well, it was spawning on a blade of grass that hadn't regrown. Pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. Okay, I'll put these on the drying rack so I have that available for food later. And then we'll take some more of these stems across with me, I guess. Not that I have that many. Oh, before I do that, I should probably heal. Just in case we do hit the rock on the other side. That might not be good. What up? How long have you been playing this? Save, your base is huge. Oh, pretty much since the game launched. I started playing it on the Xbox. Well, I should say I was playing it on the PC with the Windows 10 Xbox version. And then they had like the beta branch thing that they added where you could play the new update before it was actually out, and they didn't have that available for the Xbox version of the game. So I ended up picking it up on Steam and transferring my save file over. So I've been playing the same save file since I started. So I have this tree base here that I built. Over there, there's a tower that I built. There's another like Japanese castle style thing over there I made. So we have a, oops, oh god. Okay, I don't know where most of those went. That did not quite work out how I thought it would. I thought they would all kind of drop in place. Anyway, we have a few things that we've been building in this this particular save file, which is kind of cool. I think I got. Was there only 4 of them? That might have been all of them. Hopefully. I don't think I played this one before the game launched. I'm pretty sure I didn't have early access to it. It was an Xbox, the Xbox version of the game that I was playing. I don't remember having early access. Bought a controller for your PC games. Now you stink at them again. You gotta learn all over. Oh, nice. I'm terrible with the mouse and keyboard most of the time. At least when it comes to like kinds of games where you have to like point and shoot and stuff. I don't know, probably just from lack of practice. So I tend to favor controllers that way. I guess 'cause I'm playing Xbox too much, but one fell in the water. Did it? How can you tell? There's already oh, it's way over there. I can't get that one. Man, that really went far. That sucks. I'm not gonna bother with it. Too much of a pain to try to recover those things. What time is it? It is 19:53. Okay. I think it won't be too long until it's nighttime, and then I can sleep again. I have a shelter built right at the top of this cliff over here, so I don't have to go back to the other base, fortunately. All the weeds are respawning, which is perfect. Good timing. Golf game suffered a bit, brought you down to the rank. Oh, I see. I used to play the PGA games using the mouse. A little different with a controller. You can't get the same, like, velocity measurement or whatever. I wonder if they have a VR golf game. That'd be interesting. Purple blue flowers are gorgeous. Which ones? Oh, these ones here? I don't know what kind they are. I'm no flower specialist. I know those are daffodils. These are maybe not so daffodils. Slightly less daffodils. Oh my god, am I really at a crude rope already? That's crazy. I thought I made more of it than that. Hey Kendall, I'm good, thanks. How are you? Do I compare this game with Ark? No, not really. It's kind of a very different experience. I mean, Ark has a different style of building to it, for one. And then two, there's like the whole PvP element of Ark and all the taming of the dinosaurs and stuff. Just makes for a very different kind of experience. This is also like survival light. Like food and water is something you have to consume, but it's not really hard to acquire. There's not a ton of work involved in getting it. Oops. I mean, you do end up farming materials, kind of like you do in Ark, because there's just so many you have to gather, but... But remember, for a year, 2 months, and 26 days... Oh, does it tell you when you log in there, or do you have to actually go check? It's been a while. I do like Ark, but I haven't really been playing it a lot lately, because it seems to benefit mostly from the PvP experience, which I don't tend to do much of in that game. Then also... it's super grindy, even more so than this, I find, because there's just so much time spent like gathering materials, and as you tame the dinosaurs, we played it to a point with some friends until we got to like the higher levels, and then we had all these dinosaurs and stuff that we constantly had to keep feeding, and it became kind of a chore. Plus, I just can't get past the boomeranging on the servers constantly in that game. Grab all these things so they can respawn and we get more fiber. Play Arc PvE and you have resource 2.5 times boost, which helps out with the annoying grinding bits. Yeah, I can see that. I had a lot of fun with it when I first started playing it, and everything was new, and there's that whole exploration element of it, where you're checking out the map and finding the new dinosaurs and seeing new and interesting things. I just found that by the time you kind of discovered everything, I mean the building was fun because there's lots of different building and stuff you can do in it, but I don't know, I just didn't wasn't super compelled to play it. The best part of Ark is the pooping. It's the pooping. You know, it's got to be a good game when there's poop involved. It's actually on the development checklist. Number 1 is has poop. Got to check that off before you can move on to the next things. Now, granted, this is grindy too, running around gathering stuff, but I don't know, there's just something about the element of, like, being shrunken down to the backyard that I find kind of novel. What do you want? Alright, he's not coming for me. Every now and then the bubbles will come completely out of the water and just fly up in the air. So crap gameplay is good. Yes. Hashtag has poop. The number of video games now where there's poop involved in some way that you've got to collect or do something with is quite remarkable, actually. Cool, fenced-in pool. Yeah, we're going to build a building in the middle of it later. I haven't decided whether I want to put the foundation for that building out of the floating foundations or if I just want to make, like, a bridgeway across to it using normal flooring pieces. But then we'll build, like, the castle keep kind of in the middle. And it's going to have more of, like, a palisade wall than a castle, I guess, but... When I think of Ark, the first thing that comes to mind is... Flinger Foo saying wrong button? What? No recollection of that. I mean, the thing I liked most about Ark was that one, the one animal that you could get, where you could just shove it full of food and it would create like a mountain of poop out the back end, like instantly. It was like instant poop processor. It's like the Phobia or whatever it was. The thing that's kind of like a pig-like creature. Flicker Foo's a streamer. Oh, I see. Sanitation would be an interesting aspect to a survival game like 7 Days to Die or something. Like, oh, like, keeping clean, you mean? Germ-free? Take, like, that element from Green Hell, for example, and apply it into that. Sometimes I think it would be really cool if they could take, like, some of the... Like, blend some of the stuff from a variety of different games into one game. Green Hell meet Brown Hell. Yeah. Almost all creatures, if you force feed it food, then poop comes out of it. No, it takes there's a processing involved, but there was the one creature in particular in Ark, the Phobia or whatever it was called, where you could there was like, I don't know if it was a glitch or just like a little trick to it, but I don't remember now, but you could just click on it and force it to eat the food that we'd put in its inventory, and it would just make like a fountain of poop coming out the back end. Wish I had face cam. Well, I use my cell phone for face cam every now and then, but really only on games where I feel like it's going to add something. Like, I don't feel like on a game like this it really adds a lot. You just get stuck looking at my ugly mug all the time when I'm playing. Whereas, like in a horror game or something, where you know my reaction at least adds something to the content, I'm more inclined to do it then. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do I like survival games? They're kind of been my go-to lately, honestly. I do enjoy them. I've been playing, so I started off with like creative building games. The game I started my channel with was, this channel anyway, was Disney Infinity, doing creative toy box builds for Disney Infinity. So I did a ton of videos on that until they were shutting the game down, and then I decided to move on to other things, and I got playing Astroneer and Subnautica, and then I kind of fell into a groove where I was having fun playing like colony management style games and resource management style games. Spun off into some simulation games and then survival games. I've kind of been playing a lot of survival games lately. So me or Ark and Conan Exile is the same thing. Well, it's the same style of thing, right? But, I mean, most survival games have a lot of common elements to them, too. So you can't really say necessarily that they're that much the same, because it seems like everything's that way these days. Cannot wait for the Oni DLC to come out. Yeah, me too. I'm on the waiting list to see if I can get into it. It's called the Phiomia. That's right. If you force fed it stimberries, it makes mountains of poop. That's what I was doing to it. Yeah, I couldn't remember. It's been a while. I think on my other channel I made a video about that. That was a while ago, though. End your chat things with a Fox fan. All right. Instead of going back and forth, you just gather the ingredients to the bridge and go across and build the wall. Well, it's ultimately the same thing, though. So if I do that, then I have to I'm gonna have to build a pallet to stack them on, because if I let two of them sit on the ground for too long, they'll despawn on me, and I don't want that. But one way or another, I have to run it across the bridge, so I could make shorter trips and stack them up in front of the bridge, and then make a bunch of short trips from that side to the other side, but it wouldn't really add a whole lot. Disney Infinity was a Disney game that you had to buy figures with chips. Yeah. Entire collection of games, like $700. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Disney Infinity before, it was kind of neat. So you bought like it was the Toys to Life genre of games. So the idea was you bought these little Disney-based figurines, and then you put them on like the play deck, and then you could control them in the game. Like the character would be added to the game based on you having the toy and placing it on the little control pad. I had a pretty good collection of them. I think I had like, I don't know, 60 or 70 of them. Steam Autumn sale's on if you need to waste or invest money in some games. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Steam sale. I saw an ad for that earlier. Missing ingredients. One stem. One stem short. Yeah, like kind of like Skylanders, yeah. Same idea. Except that all the characters were Disney-based. So you had, like, your classic Disney characters like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and Minnie Mouse and that kind of stuff. You had they had Star Wars characters, so Yoda and Obi-Wan and Anakin and Darth Vader and stuff. They had Marvel characters, so you had, like, Spider-Man and Thor and Hulk. Had characters from Monsters, Inc. So you had, like, Sully and Mike Wazowski. There's a whole bunch of them. The figurines were actually quite well done. It was, like, they used, like, a bit of a slightly different cartoon style to make the figures. So they weren't necessarily designed to look exactly like they would have in the cartoon, but more like almost a slight anime style to them. A little bit blockier, maybe. But the figures were great. Skylanders, yeah. So the whole Toys to Life market was really popular for a short time, but it just wasn't turning a really good profit. So Skylanders was really popular, but they weren't really netting a significant amount of money because the figures were expensive, and you had to like expensive to make and then sell them in the store, and stores would get stuck with inventory they couldn't move, and so they weren't placing orders as much, and so it just kind of the whole thing collapsed on itself, but. What you're saying in simple words, the avatar figures you place in the pad come to screen and play as them. That's right, yeah. They also, so there were 3 of them that did the whole Toys to Life thing. So they had Skylanders, Disney Infinity, and then Lego had one also. I don't know if the Lego one's going anymore. I think it got shut down also. I'm pretty sure all those things did because they were sort of fun and neat, but the novel concept wore off the more of the different types of them there were out there. And then the more and more you had to buy into it, it started to add up. I think when it came to like the Disney Infinity figures, most of them were like $8 to $15, depending on the figure. I just mentioned the Lego one, yeah. Lego is an open world building game on Steam for free. Oh, no, really? It's for free now? They had one, I think I had toyed around with the Lego game at one point. Hey, Fox, super late. How are you? What did you miss? You didn't miss as much as you think, because I started late also. It was like, I don't know, 20 to 10 my time before I started. So like 40 minutes later than I normally would have. I didn't get the stream set up until later today because my daughter was on my computer. And then when I went to go live, OBS wasn't cooperating and it wouldn't let me go live, so that took a little extra time. Hey Elijah, how are you? That's right. Rabidog messed with my internet. There are 4 Toys to Life. A new one called Starling came out, Spaceship Wars. Okay, I think I did see that. A buddy of mine works for Ubisoft, I think. He's an art director for Ubisoft, and he had some of those things where it's like these little starship things you assemble. And you put like different guns and stuff on them, and I think he said that was a Toys to Life thing too. All right, who beat on the router? Could have been any one of the pets, really. They're sometimes wonderful that way. Am I building a swimming pool? No. I'm building a castle on the water. So the first thing I'm doing is putting a surrounding wall on it, like a palisade wall. And then in the middle, we're going to build our structure. It's going to be a really short-walled castle, though. And then we have our other castle up on the cliff up here I haven't finished yet either. I got to get more clay for that. Stem up here. I think we're gonna run out of stems. I might have to give this time to respawn. We can start working on the grass planks instead, I guess. What would you rate the Forest for multiplayer game or just a game? Oh, I haven't played the Forest actually. I've been thinking about picking it up and playing it just because I haven't tried it, and I've heard it's really good. It's funny for how much I've been enjoying survival games lately. I haven't played the Forest, and I feel like that one sounds like one of those ones that's almost like the definitive survival game you should be playing. So I haven't played that. Stranded Deep I haven't tried. There's so many of them. Someone linked me, I can't remember who it was on Twitter, but somebody linked me a thing for this charity stream thing that Jacksepticeye is doing in December. Collecting money for charitable organizations to help provide food and stuff to people who are struggling to feed themselves in the whole COVID pandemic thing. So I think I might get involved in that, and if I do that, I'll probably stream during the daytime on December 13th, and maybe I'll start playing a new game like The Forest or something. Well, I mean, it's not new, but it's new for me. Are you struggling to feed yourself because you can't find the bowl you normally put your food in? Is that what it is? Pick up a game, then another, and another. Yeah, I don't tend to buy as many games anymore, mostly because I get a reasonable number of offers and stuff from different companies that want me to play the game, that I can kind of pick and choose a little bit what I want to play. It's only every now and then I actually buy a game. Like I bought this on Steam because I didn't have a copy of it, other than the Windows 10 version I was already playing. But I don't tend to buy that many games anymore. I think I have my Yeah, I do. I think we can do power chops to this thing and chomp the grass under one hit. Yeah, there we go. So much better. It's no ant bomb, but it'll do. Forest would require a webcam? You think so? Well, I probably would for that anyway, because it's a charity stream kind of thing, but... I have to see how it all works first. I think he was running it through Tiltify or something, and I've never used it before, so I gotta see what the deal is exactly. That's so satisfying the way those fall. I switched up my my mutations to maximize building. Not really so much. I mean, I have the mutation set here for cardio and stuff for running around, and the one for chopping grass, but that's pretty much it, I guess. I don't know. Showing my face is a gift. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll put my face in the webcam and then get people to pay me by giving money to the charity to make it go away. Every donation makes my face go away for 2 minutes. It'll be the oh god, not the face stream. Can I get a recap on what's been added to the game in the last month? Thank you, good sir. Well, the last update added a whole bunch of stuff to the pond here, so everything was focused predominantly on the pond. So there's a new base underwater. There's a koi fish. That's kind of a nuisance. It's a one-hit kill if it gets a hold of you. They added in tadpoles. There's a new water spider. There's some new equipment like some fins and stuff to swim faster, and some underwater breathing things that let you breathe underwater. Some armor that you can make out of the koi scales. Some bone items like a bone knife, bone trident. Some floating foundations. That's what we're using today to build our water base. So you can see I've got the wall I'm building out there in water. That's on a floating foundation base. So a bunch of stuff, actually. It's not necessary. I don't know if that's necessarily everything, but it's a good chunk of it anyway. I got a competition. People can pay to either make your face go away or pay to bring it back. Yeah. What's my favorite sport? I'm not hugely into sports, but I would say probably football, as in American football. For those of you who are in Europe. This or Raft? That's a good question. I mean, Raft has more content in it at the moment, and they're still adding a lot to this. But I think I would lean towards Grounded. I just like the idea of being shrunken down in the backyard. There's something novel about it. Plus, the building's fun. This does not look like Bug Snacks. Oh my gosh. You're right, it might not be Bug Snacks. That game's actually pretty fun. It's pretty weird, but it's pretty fun. My joy, are you reading my comment made my wife chuckle? Nice. It's nice that your wife can laugh at that kind of stuff. Mine just shakes her head at me like I'm a little thick. I was watching some videos a while ago. I was watching like a Dragast video or something, and I cracked up laughing, and she just looked at me like I was like mental or something. I'm like, what? I'm immature. Stop it. Hope you play Bug Snacks again. It was weird and funny. Yeah, I probably will. It was pretty entertaining. I had fun with that game. It's relatively simple, and it is weird, but I had fun with it. Thomas with a super chat. Thank you for all the info. Still loving your content. Well, thanks, Thomas. Thank you for the super chat and the support. It's much appreciated. Your wife knows you so well. Yeah, she does, really. She's better by this point, I guess. What's the matter, kitty? have no idea why she's meowing. Come here, kitty. Come here. Come here. Ugh. Stop meowing so much. Here, purr into the mic or something. No, she was... We've got like this little carpet in our basement. It's not like a fully carpeted basement. We have laminate down here, but she was playing with like one of my daughter's hairbands or something on the carpet, but she doesn't normally meow like that when she's playing. Hey, what's the matter? People gonna hear you purring in the mic. Okay, don't rub on the screen though. I can't see what I'm doing. Because the hairband won't play back, yeah. Made you think your cat brought a rat in? Oh, I hope we don't ever have that experience. But we don't let our cats outside. So if they get a hold of a rat, then I have bigger problems because it means it was in the house. Bonsai. Okay, as long as we're waiting for the stems to regrow so I can chop down more of those, I'm going to get started with the build in the middle here. I still can't decide entirely whether I want to use the floating foundations. I think it will take a lot of materials to make those, so I think what I'm going to do is build... Your tail's got to get out of the way. I'm going to build a bridge from the front and back into like a center platform that I'm going to work on. How far across is this? I don't even remember what size I made this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this should be around the middle. There's the koi. Don't be so coy. I think that's centered. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there we go. So I'll do this all the way across, and then I'll flesh out like the sides of it, and that could be the base of the building we'll make in the middle. And I'm gonna leave a gap so we can jump in the water from around the outside of the castle if we want to. It's 3 scratching boards. Okay, cat, you can't chew on my mouse cable. That's not cool. Ow, you're tangled. How about you just relax, cat? Lay down or something. Keep your tail out of my face. No, stop it. If you're gonna be up here, you gotta stop chewing on things. Yeah, the one thing I like about where we're building this thing is that with the grass right there, it's so easy to collect the grass. I don't have to carry it all that far. Okay, don't push the buttons on the stream deck. Okay, you gotta get down. Is Mabel really floofy fox, or is she short hair? My Ember's is super floofy. She's pretty puffy, yeah. Our other cat is an American short hair. So he's, his hair's a little bit thinner. Hers is much more fluffy. She's like, what do they call it? Like a dilute calico. So she's got like the, black, orange, and white, but because the colors are all like faded, so the black is more like a gray, and the orange is like a really... It just looks like her fur's dirty. What does that matter? Oh my goodness. She's a baby kitten puff. She's not fat. No, she's not fat, but our other cat is. I didn't realize how fat he was until I saw the baby cat. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. We've been turning this poor cat into chonk over here. He free feeds. I didn't think he was eating that much, but I guess just he does nothing but sleep anymore, so... Sooty gray with bits of orange, yeah. Yeah, she's like a mix of like that sooty gray kind of color with white, and then the bits of like a faded orange. The other day, a cat and chickens were playing with a rat. Felt sorry for the rat, but then, oh my gosh. Discovered you're allergic to cats last year. Every time you went over to your mom's, it would start breathing funny, and your eyes would. Oh yeah, that would normally be a telltale sign. I thought I was allergic to cats for the longest time. I went through most of my life without getting an allergy test. I knew I was allergic to trees. So, like, springtime was brutal for me when they were pollinating, but, I thought cats would be on the list too, but apparently I'm fine with cats. Oh, I didn't finish the foundations over there. I thought I had. Yeah, I left all the supplies to finish it back at the base. Cat plus excessive food equals chonkers. Yeah, well, I mean, we've had him for years, and we've basically free-fed him the whole time. And he's been really responsible for the most part about not eating so much. But I would say in the last, I don't know, maybe the last year or so, I think maybe he's been eating more and moving less. So he is starting to get getting kind of chunky now. We feed him Hill Science diet, so he's got like a beautiful fur coat on him. But he could do with maybe a little bit less of it. Mind you, I'm not exactly one to talk. I could do with less food myself lately. I feel like I was already not as fit as I wanted to be, and then along came COVID. Let's just say things didn't get better. I'm gonna leave a 2-wide gap around the outside here. Like that. Nope. Ah, I fell in the water. Alright, that'll work. Putting you on a diet. Only one bowl of food for breakfast and dinner. Cat's fat, you leave his bowl and eats whenever he's hungry. Yeah, we did. That's pretty much how we've always dealt with our cat. I mean, for the first year or so, I would say we actually measured out his food, and then after that, we realized he wasn't just sitting there, like, eating as much as he could all the time. He would just kind of go back periodically and graze at it. So we were like, alright, maybe we could just leave it. I think we need to stop that, though. Cover fire! Welcome to Derpy Fox. Thanks for clicking that join button. Welcome to Team Green. Appreciate the support. What game is this? What game is this? This is Grounded. Can't believe you haven't seen it. Basically, it's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in a survival-style game. And if you haven't seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, then I'm just old. Wet food. Oh god, please no. That stuff stinks so bad. You have a chocolate lab and he adores the cat, but the cat sleeps with his... slaps his face. And oh yeah. Yeah, we have... our dog is like a... She's a mutt, but she's got Rhodesian Ridgeback in her. And... she likes to go... She follows the kitten around, and she'll... Oh, I gotta get some water. She'll follow the kitten around and push it around with her nose. I don't know what the deal is with that exactly. I guess it's her version of playing, but... she just sort of shoves the cat around by the nose. Or by her nose, rather. What's the matter, kitty? Okay, I gotta go get water. We'll get the rest of the supplies I need for this. So I need, 4 silk rope, 4 berry leather, and 6 eelgrass to finish those off. Hope they don't mow the grass. I don't think we'll have to worry about that. Need food and water now. Turkey byproduct taste. My mom, when I was a kid, my mom used to buy these cans of Irish stew. And there was one that was like Puritan Irish stew she would buy. And I actually really liked it when I was a kid. And then I made the mistake of reading the ingredients on the can one day. And it said, like, may contain beef and/or pork and/or chicken and/or mutton. And that was the last time I ate it. When they're not sure what's in that can, I'm sure I don't want to put it in me. Just saying. Go get some water. You know, you can get canned whole chicken. They look so yummy slithering out of a can. Oh, God, that sounds disgusting. What about Spam? I don't know how people eat Spam. Any kind of a meat product like that that comes out of a can, I just can't do it. I can do canned tuna fish, but that's it. Mechanically separated chickens. Son, where I'm from, that's called roadkill. Mechanically separated chicken. It's like turducken, only less duckin'. Mutation detected. Chopper. Oh, well, alright. I mutated something. Wasn't even trying to. This mutating thing's easy. You can eat spam with a spoon. That's so. Oh god, that would just make me yak. It's too much like wet pet food to me. I don't know. I've seen people like make recipes with it, like spam burgers and that kind of stuff. I mean, if I was dying and I needed to eat something, I could eat it because I've eaten gross things before. But I just in the normal course of events, no thank you. Sorry to anyone who happens to like spam, but I just never will. I need, what was it, 4 of these? I don't need all that. And then I need the eelgrass. I think it was 6 eelgrass I need. Oh, I should fill up my my canteen while I'm here too. I've got food. All right, we're good. Ah, stop that. That hurt. Too dying was only that jelly stuff that covers the top of spam available to eat. If you eat it or not. No, I'd eat it. I'm too interested in surviving. Like I said, I've eaten gross things before. I just wouldn't choose in the normal course of events to eat gross stuff if I could avoid it. Like my aunt and uncle were my uncle was Polish, so my uncle would make I mean, aside from the moonshine he would make, he also used to make this stuff called head cheese. Which is basically just, if you haven't seen it before, it's just disgustingness in a pot. I don't know how else to describe it. I suppose the simple way to describe it is it's like the meat from a pig's head suspended in a gelatin. If you haven't seen it before, you're not missing much. Pretty nasty stuff. But my uncle would make that all the time. The smell of that when it was cooking, just... nasty. Yeah. Just grossness. So it would make like, you know, like those jelly mold dessert things where it's like jello with fruit suspended in it or whatever, and you like spoon it out. It'd make something like that, but it would be like this clear, slightly brownish colored gelatin by the time it was done, with like chunks of meat floating in it instead, and you'd like slice it. It was so gross. They never succeeded in getting me to eat any of it. I mean, let's face it, I think every culture has something disgusting on the menu, and that was one I just couldn't get past. Sounds delicious, meat-flavored jello. Yeah, well, for a dog, I'm sure it'd be delectable, but my taste buds run a little differently. You buy fresh head cheese about once a month? Yeah, I can't do it. Just can't do it. Zombie apocalypse food spams all that's left on Earth. That's not... It would never end up that way, though. You know, like... There'd also be Twinkies. Because you can't destroy a Twinkie. Oh, how did I only put 7? I bet you one of them fell through the ground again. Drat. You live about a half hour away from the spam factory? Nice. You mean the sham factory? Your dad's Polish. Grew up watching him eat pickled pig's feet. The smell alone. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pickled pig's feet, head cheese. I mean, they made great pierogies. But, or pierogi, I guess. Because there's not supposed to be an S, I suppose. Look at pictures of aspic now, boy. Not hungry anymore. Yeah. It must smell really weird living near a spam factory. There's a pork plant in our town, and the smell coming off of that sometimes is incredible. Can't imagine what it'd be like being near a spam factory. Do we have a Christmas tree in this game? No, we don't actually. Although, if they don't add one for the Christmas season, it might be interesting to build ourselves a Christmas tree. Might be a pain in the butt, but that might be interesting to build. Find spam gross, but the Swedish Pop-Tarts and Twinkies is the disgusting food. And the disgusting food. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're not really even food, right? They're just like compounded chemicals inside of a wrapper. Technically, you can eat them, but it's probably better not to. Check out the chopper mutation. I have the chopper mutation already. I think. Oh, wait. Status. Chopper. Fury and bloodlust pump through your arteries, fueling an efficient flow to hacking and chopping muscles. Axes are an extension of your angry little body. I got buff lungs, grassmaster, and cardio fan right now. I guess I could get rid of. Take the enhanced energy. Maybe we'll get rid of. We'll try the chopper and see if it makes the chopping of the grasses any better. I mean, without the chopper thing, I could already do a single hit chop on the grass, just like wind up and knock it down in one hit. But it looks like it's. Oop, come back here. 2 otherwise, which is pretty good. Hey Bear, how you doing? What's the story of this game? Well, it's not completed yet, so we don't entirely know everything about it, but the general idea is that somehow we've gotten shrunken down. We're kids, although in my case I'm actually a skeleton. But you play as a kid who's been shrunken down and you're in the backyard for some reason. And that machine over there is what shrunk us, I presume. And I guess the idea is going to be that we have to try to be like large size again, but there's a lot that's not really in the game yet about the story. In the meanwhile, there is some strange organization here called Omninent Corp that has all these miniature labs around the yard. That they seem to have been doing experiments on plants and bugs and stuff for reasons unknown. There's not really a lot yet in the story. They've just kind of been building out all the elements of it. And then I think the next update is supposed to have the story for Act 1 or something in it. When's American Thanksgiving? It's on Thursday. So tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving in the US, and then Black Friday is, well, Friday, obviously. Skeleton of a kid. Yeah, I'm the skeleton of a kid. How we got to be a skeleton, we don't know. I used a little bit of like a I don't know, like I said, like an exploit or whatever to get it when the game first launched. You can't get the skeleton character anymore right now. But when the game first launched, you were able to get the skeleton. Unfortunately, they didn't take it away. Off work for the next 2 days. Woot, government employee. Yeah, I took the next 2 days off, and then Monday through Wednesday next week as well. And then I have like 2 weeks booked off at Christmas. I have so much paid time off right now with COVID and like nothing going on this year. I had almost no reason to take time off work. So I ended up, I had like, I don't know, 140 hours or something banked up. And my company only lets us carry over 40 hours, so I gotta use a bunch. So, since the company I work for actually does most of, I mean, everything I deal with is in the U.S. So, like, taking the U.S. holiday off works out perfect. Cyber Thursday is much better. Shop in the comfort of your own home. I think there's probably going to be a lot of, you know, I know more of the sales might end up being online this year than anything just because of the whole COVID thing. Is there a duplicate in mod yet? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Like mods for this game, you mean? Retail store I work next to is expecting dumb because people won't change ever. Yes, that is a very valid argument. You can't fix stupid. Yeah, there is a sandbox mode in this game. I don't play in it. I always play in the survival mode. So technically, I could build all this stuff super fast. Well, super faster, I guess. If I just played in sandbox mode, but I don't know. I like the idea of building it all in survival mode. There's no harvesting or anything needed in creative mode, but I also don't feel the same sense of accomplishment when I'm done. You can fix stupid. Apparently, neutering them is frowned upon. Ha. Not that kind of fix, but yes, that. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Get those back. I built a plank under the floor. Now I can't get it. Genius! I'm brilliant. All right, I need more grass. Why do the R and the E have to be right next to each other? And thanks for the offer, Rabid, but I'm pretty sure there's already enough stupid in the world. What's that George Carlin skit where he's like, you know, if you just think about how dumb the average person is, the scarier thing is to remember that at least half of the people are more dumb than that. Oh, look, it came up from underneath the, oh, I can't reach it from here. You offer your stupidness service for free. Well, it's a good thing I'm not paying for it. What's next, Fox? Eiffel Tower, Great Wall of China, the entire universe. I actually thought about trying to see if I could build the Eiffel Tower, but I don't think it would look right. Mostly because the scaffolding pieces are only vertical. It's less the dumb people you have to worry about than the people who think they're smart. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't know that many people who are dumb who believe that they're dumb. That's kind of maybe a rude way of saying it, but give me some Monty Python. I like that kind of stupid. Yeah, me too. I used to watch a lot of Monty Python when I was younger. I haven't watched it in a really long time, but. One by one ratio exact replica of the USA. Yes, we'll build the whole thing. Well, so we're building this castle here in the water, just like with the palisade wall and a grass structure in the middle. And we still have to finish the castle I started building up here. That's going to take a whole lot more clay I have to harvest. But now that they fixed the issue with the building, we can complete that maybe. So we have those, and then depending on how close it is to Christmas, when we're finished all that stuff, and maybe we'll make like a giant Christmas tree or something in the yard. Assuming they don't add one on their own. Phasmophobia needs more maps. Yes, it does. I actually really like that game, but by the time you do all the maps, it does start to get a little repetitive. Build a Statue of Liberty, but with a Sphinx head. There are two types of people in the world. Those who can extrapolate from incomplete data sets. Yeah. Could see a clickbaity YouTube intro with that. I built the whole USA in my backyard. Yeah. I mean, there's probably a variety of clickbaity stuff you could do if you were willing to go into creative mode, like covering the entire backyard with a roof or something. You know, all kinds of silly things like that that people, I'm actually surprised nobody's done that yet, but... What's this about holding a club instead of a torch? What's that now? Oh, for the Statue of Liberty thing? Cover the entire yard with chocolate pudding. I mean, that would be fun and all, but there's no chocolate pudding in this game, so that sort of rules that out. Wait, what's the other one? With the wink. Wait a minute. Did you guys miss the wink? Because it looks like you missed the wink there. Alright, let's put, I'm gonna do like a palisade gate on here, I guess. Like that. The rest of this is just gonna be... I'm gonna need more stems. It's gonna take a whole lot of stemming. We'll do some of these on here. Or actually, maybe I'll do the second story. How tall is this gate thing? How tall are you, gate? Oh. No, wait. It just looks really tall because it doesn't have the thing on the second story. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh, that is a weird height. Why did they make that gate a weird height? Alright, Yeah, I don't like that. I guess I could just leave a gap above the gate. That might look weird. I wish that wasn't that height. All right, let's plan for some walls here first, though. There's probably not much point in having windows on the very bottom level because we can't see over the palisade wall or on the outside anyway. Okay, so that'll be that level, and then we'll do some windows here on the second story. Now I'm gonna leave this this bottom level is gonna be 2 stories high, I think. If I can actually get this to turn the way I want to. There we go. Nope, wrong way. It's hard to tell sometimes with these blue images. What? Wait a minute. Something's not right here. I didn't line these up right on this side. Okay, that's better. Yeah, like that. I guess I'll just leave this as a gap, because I can't really do like a half wall. This castle's tiny. Well, yeah, it's a tiny backyard thing. So it's not, I mean, it takes so many resources to build this stuff that, yeah, it's not going to be the hugest castle in the world, but the idea will be that I'm going to build this into like a multi-story tower kind of thing in the center. With a palisade around the outside. Oops, wrong button. Ah, stop running. Hitting that auto run button. Where's the arrow going? There we go. Like so. No, not you. Okay, so that'll be our first floor, and then I'll do a couple more floors above that. If you put a window over the door, does it shorten the door? It doesn't actually, it clips through it. So, if I go here, see how the logs just kind of clip through the structure? So, I mean, it sort of fits. It'll clip into the wall or whatever instead. It just kind of looks weird. I wish they had, if I had done this an even number across instead of an odd number, I could have done a double wide gate and then put like angled pieces above it maybe, but I didn't. So I can't, and therefore I won't, I guess. I don't know, maybe for now I'm gonna leave the gap up there. And when we put the second story on up here, it'll just have like that gap above the gateway, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. What is this, the castle for ants? It's the Zoolander castle for kids who don't build good. Speaking of Dogo, I had big plans for Thanksgiving meal tomorrow. Yeah, we won't be doing Thanksgiving because I'm in Canada, but we're already talking about like what we're gonna cook for dinner for Christmas. I don't really cook a turkey, but is castle gonna have a dungeon? I really like the moat. I wish we could do a dungeon, but you can't build down into the water in this game. So the best you can do is the floating foundations, but you can't build into the water. I tried to put stairs going into the water so we'd have an easy way to get in and out of the water, but that didn't work either, sadly. Just won't let you do it. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. What I had for Thanksgiving last month? The usual. I cooked a turkey, and I'm not really a big fan of stuffing too much, so I just made stovetop stuffing because it was just like me and my wife, our 2 kids, and we had my mom over, and we did the whole like social distancing Thanksgiving dinner, which was weird because we were spread like all over the house. But my wife is guilting me into actually stuffing the turkey this Christmas. I don't normally cook it with stuffing in it. And I think you're done for the night. Good building. All right, see you, Null and Void. Thanks for coming to hang out for a bit. Sofa distancing? You mean like normal introverted behavior? Yeah. That's right, just like that. Well, my mom has a compromised immune system, so we wanted to be like extra careful. So even though she was here for Thanksgiving dinner, like, I sat at one end of the kitchen table, she sat at the other end. The kids like ate in different parts of the house, and my wife ate in the living room. So we were like scattered all over the place, so that they weren't all breathing on each other. Don't bother stuffing the turkey. You either get overcooked or undercooked stuffing. I know, that's the argument that I made, but my wife really likes stuffing, and I really don't. And I never cook the bird with stuffing in it because it cooks quicker and more evenly, I find, when you don't have that stuff in the middle of the turkey. But Usually I stuff the turkey with onion, garlic, thyme, lemon, and sometimes a little bit of rosemary. And just like let it season the bird from the inside out, but... Kids are the worst to bring home. Yeah, they normally are, but this is... Like, I have to say, it as much as it's been like a colossal inconvenience with the whole COVID thing... with just like really basic precautions, it's been almost a year since anyone in my household has gotten sick. It just goes to show you just how often we do things that are like, we're just encountering all kinds of germs and stuff that maybe we didn't necessarily need to. Mind you, I hear that like you want to get sick to a certain degree because you need to like exercise your immune system or whatever, but if you preheat the stuffing, it helps with the unevenness. Yeah, I'm gonna look up some recipes and stuff and just kind of decide what I want to do with it. Like I said, normally I stuff the cavity of the bird with just with stuff to like flavor the bird, and then I just ditch all that stuff. But it also sort of rules out, when I'm using lemon and stuff inside the turkey, it kind of rules out making gravy and stuff. So I don't know, maybe I'll do something a little different this time around. Get a treadmill for the immune system. Oh, great. For stuffing, you had apple slices and dried cranberry along with you can't have bread, so you use potatoes instead. Oh, I see. Deep fried turkey is the best way to cook a turkey. I haven't tried deep fried turkey actually. Hide the stuffing in your pockets and pretend to pull it out of the bird. Brilliant. Maybe look forward to post-COVID when you can go back to breathing on all your family. Yeah. Well, my mom lives alone, so it's like it's one of those things where I think she gets lonely because she's not really socializing and stuff and doing the things she normally would, and then when she comes over and she can't hug the kids, and it's depressing for people. Why is there lint on this stuffing? That's flavor. Why is there lint on this stuffing? So that it goes with the linty salad? Come on, get with it. Butterfly the bird, it will cook better, and you can cook it right over the grate. Let the grate brings it down to the pan with the stuffing. Well, I had floated the idea with my wife of maybe not getting a full turkey because we tend not to eat the dark meat, so I feel like it's kind of a waste. So I was like, well, what about for Christmas if we just get like two of the turkey breasts with the bone still on it, so you get that flavoring and stuff. But that way we're not wasting. But she really wants the stuffing, so. How many house fires and third-degree burns each year from people trying to deep fry a turkey? Oh yeah, it's those people that decide to drop the deep fry the turkey while it's still frozen. Kaboom! Hit the wrong button. What's your opinion on every family raising their own turkey each year? I mean, if people had the space to do it, that would probably be the way to go. You'd know exactly what your bird ate. I mean, there's really kind of a lot of waste involved in turkey and stuff as it is. Like, Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner and stuff is really an exercise in excess. But I do like making turkey sandwiches after. Hey, Fox, got on the Oni beta. Got your email today. Oh, you did? I'm so jealous. All these people getting their email today. Oh, let me spot check my email. Everybody getting their email to get into the Oxygen Not Included beta. Not this guy. No email here. Drat. As long as you eat all of it, it's not a waste or excess. Sure it is. It can still be excess. I mean, when you pile up your plate with, like, I don't know, depending on where, you know, how you do your dinner, whatever, you got, like, you've got your turkey and your mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes and vegetable and, you know, bread or whatever, and, like, and you end up like this mountain on your plate. Like, it really is an exercise in excess. Nobody eats a normal-sized portion of Thanksgiving dinner. We all load up our plate for maximum fatness. To be fair, Clay will probably send you something to stream it when the DLC drops. Yeah, that's what they had mentioned, actually. I reached out to them to ask if I might be able to get into the beta. They said they'd send me a key to stream it when the DLC's ready. I think it's only going to be in the beta for like a couple weeks or something. They just want to make sure it's stable, I guess. I think there's still some stuff they haven't added to the game yet, too, like the radiation and what have you. Green bean casserole. Yeah. All this bird talk makes me miss Don't Starve Hamlet. Yeah. I'm getting hungry just talking about food. That's how I get fat. I come and stream video games and you guys talk about food the whole time. I get hungry, I gotta eat. Since COVID, you learned how to cook better. To be honest, you learned a new skill, but now you eat too much. Oh yeah, that's a bad side effect. You eat normal-sized portions, you don't eat everything in front of you. On Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner, really? Like, you don't... I don't know anybody that does that. That takes like a... Because realistically, like, the healthy-sized portion is not really a North American vocabulary kind of thing. Our plates are all much too big. Hey, Quentin, how you doing? Just cook a horrible-tasting food, then you won't eat as much. Oh, there's an idea. My mom used to have everyone over for Christmas dinner and Thanksgiving dinner and stuff when I was a teenager. And she was a reasonably good cook, but the one year she burned the gravy and it was like motor oil, but she served it anyway. My cousin hasn't let her down, hasn't let her off the hook to this day. Haven't let her live it down or whatever. That was, I think, 30 years ago. Do a Canadian accent? Hey, we don't have any Canadian accents, eh? Nobody here's got any of them accents. We're going out the boat and looking for some maple syrup, eh? Take off, you hooser. Stuff the turkey with canned cat food mixed with dry dog food. Oh, that sounds amazing. Is it possible? No, you can't kill the koi. It's just there to be a nuisance. You hooser. Oot in a boot. I don't have much of a Canadian accent for most of the words that I say, because I spend so much time talking with people in the U.S. all the time that I think I dropped it in a lot of situations. But there's still certain words like out and about that that give me away. There's a loose in my hoose. There's a moose loose in my hoose. It's not a hoose, it's a house. It's not a house, but it's a house. Oh, that's exactly what I was copying, Brian, with Strange Brew. Hey, hey everybody, I'm Bob, this is my brother Doug. How's it going, eh? Welcome to the Great White North, eh? Okay, so like today, we're gonna like show you how you can like get like a free case of beer, eh? So like, you take like a 2-4 of beer, eh? And you drink like almost all of it until you've only got like a couple bottles left, eh? And then you get like this little baby mouse, eh? And you put it in one of the bottles and you keep it there a little bit so it grows a tiny bit so it can't come out, eh? And then you take it back to the beer store and you be like, hey, there's a mouse in my beer, eh? And they'll give you like a free case. You can cut off the breast and then cook the rest down for stock, make gravy and stuff. Yeah, we so when we cooked the whole turkey, my wife made turkey soup or whatever for Thanksgiving, so we didn't waste it entirely. But I always feel like there's a certain amount that just doesn't get used up in the turkey. Nice house, working on it. We're gonna build it up a little bigger. We're working on the first floor right now. I'll probably make this one, I don't know, 3 stories. We'll see how big it is when I get up that high. The Pierce. Or the Bears, yeah. Saw a video of someone put a barrel over a couple of chickens on a pike, covered it with burning wood, and came back to discover he'd incinerated the chickens. Whoops. Small cooking mistake there. It's alright. Just throw the... Oh. Throw the frozen turkey in the wood chipper and collect what comes out in a pot on the other end. Ground turkey. I eat a lot of ground turkey, actually. Just put the leftovers in jars and put in the pantry. Well, the reality is, though, we're just... we just don't use it all. Like, for example, like the turkey legs, for example, we never end up eating those. For the most part, we just eat the white meat. So, you know, aside from making soup or whatever, it does kind of go to waste. As a Chicagoan, that accent is actually pretty good. I can't do a Chicago accent. What's wrong with the legs? Dark meat's fine. I don't. We don't prefer it. That's all. I'm gonna say I'm a breast man. How about 4 stories? How about we make it 10 stories high? I mean, yeah, we'll see. I'll see how big it is. So this bottom level is gonna be 2 stories high just for the first floor, and then I'll do 2 more would get us up to 3, and then by the time we put a top on it, I think I'll probably do 4. There's nothing stopping us. I mean, if we went through all the trouble of building a stairway all the way up to the top of the tree, I think we can make a 4-floor high fort. You got 4 Canadian friends IRL, and only one of them says a boot. I was disappointed that they all didn't. Yeah. Did they say A all the time? I don't do it as often as I used to, but it's still common enough. Everyone ever eat the gizzard? Oh god, that's like I feel like the turkey gizzard was like, that's what your grandparents would do something with all the time. The gizzard always got used by my grandparents. Not by me. I'm from Wisconsin, there you hear all sorts of northern accents. Oh yeah. Went to the southern US, ones got laughed at pretty hard for your Canadian accent. Yeah, I don't get that too much. Although I did, where did I go? I was in New York, I think, and I ordered a pop. And they looked at me like I was mental or something. They're like, I'm sorry, you want what? I was like, I want a pop. You mean a soda? Yeah, that. Pop, you want a father? And then I made the mistake of ordering iced tea once, and in Canada, when you order iced tea, it's always sweetened. At least everywhere that I've been in Canada. That is not the case in the States. It was really not sweet. I was like, what is wrong with this? Maybe I see cold teas just... Yeah. Well, there you have to order sweet tea, but I just got used to it because in Canada you ask for iced tea, you get like sweet tea basically. The how do you want your burger cooked always gets you. I always tell them cook it and then realize it was rude. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm in the habit of I'm always having my when I cook a hamburger, I always cook it well. I like steak medium rare, but hamburger always well. So it's, yeah. Have you Twitter Clay for an expedited invite yet? I did, actually, yeah, but they said they were keeping it to a relatively small beta and just to sign up. And then if I happen to get in, then great. They said, but they can definitely send me a copy of the DLC for when it goes live. Ground meat you can't have raw. Yeah, I know, but in the US, it's really, really common to cook a hamburger like medium or medium rare or whatever. And then they always put on the menu the at-risk warnings of like eating undercooked meat. You always tell them to show at the fire, let it get scared, and slam it on a plate. Yeah, I like the flavor of the cooking it gives it. Like the I don't know. If it's too rare, you don't get that change in flavor on the outside of the meat. I'll tell you what. You could just take my steak and walk it past the kitchen to say hello, and then bring it out to me. Don't put it anywhere near the stove. Ow. We'll call it beef carpaccio. I know, Rabbit. We always end up talking about food, and then I get hungry. I can really go for a steak now. Steak. Carpaccio is basically, yeah. Well, yeah, except it's like really thinly sliced, right? Whereas a tartare is more like a pureed kind of thing. Needs more. Needs more grass. 5 minutes, flip twice, but with the salt and pepper, yeah. I try to only flip once generally when I cook steak, but although I'll do like the turns, so like sear it, turn it 45 degrees, sear it, flip it, do the same thing, so you get the hatch marks. Keep getting auto-corrected. Yeah, that's the trouble with typing in stream on the phone. Okay, we're at that point where we're gonna need stems. I mean, I guess I could still actually build. I could build the whole second floor without it, I suppose. Where am I gonna put my stairway to get up there? The kitten is sitting on my desk in between me and the keyboard, just like staring in rapt attention at the computer monitor. All right, where am I gonna put the stairs? So normally, a lot of times I'll put them in the middle of the room, but I don't know if I want to do that. But the way I put the windows in here, I can't really put them in the corners, I guess. You know what? Maybe we can do like a. Hold on, let's try and do like a fancy staircase in here. This pond has gas. It just bubbled at me. Okay, so we'll go like this on both sides. Actually, I don't know if this will work. I don't know if I can put stairs here without supporting structure for them. Ah, it's not gonna let me. Oh, wait. Maybe I can do scaffolding under here? No. Darn you, game. Why can I do all that? Why can I put scaffolding over there, but I can't put it over here? Is it calling it not supported or something? What's the deal with that? All right, maybe I can do like a sloped roof. That might work. Instead of stairs, we'll do like a roof piece. That's not gonna work either. Last. All right, I'll figure that out after we get some more material. So I'll do like a double staircase up to the second floor there. Scaffolding must touch floor or something else underneath the side. I guess. Kind of a nuisance if you ask me. I mean, worst case scenario, I could do a floor and then a staircase on top of it. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, like if I go like this. It's gonna look a little weird because it takes up a little bit more headspace than I want it to. But I could go this way. Meh, whatever. We'll make do. You should do the staircases the other way around so it opens up and looks bigger as you enter. Well, I have a door on both sides, right? So this back here, when we finish building, I'm gonna get rid of this walkway and close this off. And I'll have like a double entryway. Which reminds me, actually, on this end of our castle thing, I want to put a gate. Although it just occurred to me that I made this an odd number of cross, so this isn't gonna work exactly. Well, that's fabulous. Mistakes may have been made. Maybe you can put the scaffolding under the floor where the staircases are. Well, that's what I tried to do. I tried to put it like right here, but it didn't want to work. It might work maybe after the floor is constructed. Because I swear I've built underneath a flooring like that before with the scaffolding, but I don't know. Maybe once I have that floor built up there, it will let me build the roof piece across the gap. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's gonna. Well, just before I actually put those pieces in place permanently. Oops, sorry, kitty. I'll check and see if I can build it a little differently. Darn you, Scuba Sea. Have to go to work soon, man. I don't want to go. Yeah, go to work. Nothing beats work except not work. Oh, I am thirsty. Probably should drink something. I can't drink something. I drank it all. Okay. Sticks are made. I gotta go get some more food and water. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Better heal. Maybe we can get some drink at the top here. I didn't notice whether there were any droplets forming up here or not. Dewdrops, where are you? So thirsty. It'll take me longer hunting. Oh, I think I see one. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. I should still go back and get my stuff refilled. I gotta fill up my canteen. You're at work on lunch. Well, welcome to the stream on lunch, Ben. What game is this? This is Grounded. If you haven't seen it before, it's like a survival style game where you've oh god, no! I just did that. Ah, the E button and the R button side by side. I just hucked my level 2 axe somewhere down there in the water. I don't really know exactly how far that carried. Oh god. Anyway, it's like a survival game that's kind of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. We've been shrunken down to the backyard, and we can gotta like survive, and we can build stuff and things. The game's not done yet. It's still in early access, so they're still adding content to the game. Most of the story's not here just yet, but it's fun to run around and like build things in at least. Build a stair, then a second floor, then after a stair on the right, and after a third floor, then stair on the left. Yeah, I was just trying to make it look a little bit more interesting. Markiplier played it? That doesn't surprise me. When the game launched, it was pretty popular. It's quieted down a little bit. Now we're sitting at like 230 people on stream now, where we were getting, you know, in excess of 2,000 earlier on when the game came out. I can't believe I just hucked that axe all the way down there. I don't have another one. I've been using that same axe since I made it. Change R to P so that doesn't happen. It's probably a good idea. Darn you, game. Foiled by my own competence. That's right, I said competence. Cat, that's my tea. You can't drink that. What axe? We never had one. Forget about it. Yeah. What's my favorite bug in the game? I don't know if I have a favorite. I mean, they're kind of neat. How much is the game? I don't remember how much it is on Steam, to be honest. Hold on one second. If you have an Xbox, you can play it on the Xbox in Game Pass for no extra cost. And if you have it in Game Pass, you can also play it on PC using Xbox Play Anywhere. In Canadian, it's $39.99, so that would be less in U.S. currency, but I don't know how much less. I don't know what the U.S. price is. It doesn't show me. Sell it for 80 Canadian. Yeah, yeah. Rabbit's looking to make a profit. Oh, I should probably, yeah. Canteen is full. I can't. There. Drat. I wonder if I can find that axe. Estimate, it's probably around 30 bucks US. $29.90 US. Yeah. All right, so around 30 bucks. Don't have an Xbox. Said you got Gamecast. Okay, I don't know what that is, but all right. Take your word for it. Chew on some aphid. Oh, careful, kitty. She's trying to lie down on the desk next to me, but she's like falling off the side of it. $39.95 Australian dollars. It's more bucks than them down under. I didn't realize that Australian dollars would be that similar to Canadian. That's strange. It's great when you do things you don't intend. Oh yeah, it's fantastic, except the fact that I don't have an axe now. I gotta go try and find it. Hold on, let me get the. Oh, if I put some of the grass in here. Oh, I'm gonna need that actually. Let's turn it into some crude rope. And then I'll get the dive helmet, and we can see. Maybe we can find it down there. I don't know really where it landed. I didn't entirely see where it flew. I was so shocked that I threw the darn thing. I neglected to watch it land. What skin is that? I've never seen it. This is one you can't get right now. There's normally only 4 characters you can choose from. The four kids. But when the game first came out, there was a little bug you could do, or an exploit, where you put on the acorn armor, which gives you a health boost, and then you damage yourself until you're almost dead, and then take the acorn armor off, and then you can like save the game and reload it, and you can come back in as the skeleton. It's not something you can do anymore. They took it out of the game. I have no idea whether they intend to put it back in, but it's just sort of like a fun little exploit you could do right when the game came out, but it's just not there anymore. Alright, so we'll take this. Maybe I'll take the swim fins too. Get around a little quicker. Top things float in the water now. Arrows did. Oh, maybe they do. Maybe we'll get lucky and it does. That would be handy. It might not have even made it all the way to the water. I don't know how far you can throw the axe in the game. I've never done it before. That was definitely a first. Thank you for playing one of my favorite games. Well, thank you for enjoying the stream, Sarah. It would be good if you could make a diving bell. Yeah, well, I've got this helmet gives me quite a bit of underwater time, so I think we'll be all right as long as the koi's not like right here. Sometimes the koi like hangs out the roots like right here at the base of the tree. I guess he's. Oh, there he is. Thank God there's only one of those things. Okay, if it landed in the water, it would be back here somewhere. Because I was looking at the zip line, so it should be like basically in the line with the zip line. I'm surprised it doesn't mark it on the ground the way that it does like with arrows and things. Maybe it didn't make it that far. It might have landed up like down here. Doesn't look like it though. I saw it go like hurling off into the distance, and I was just like shocked for a moment. It's not easy being this competent. It takes lots of skill and practice. Well, it didn't land in here. Oh, let me change up my outfit here. Let's see. I don't have the like the torch thing either. What are the odds it landed in the water here? With my luck, it fell through the world, and it's not even here anymore. Oh my god, there it is! Got it. Phew. Rescued. So, confirmed. The axe does not float. That was for science. It was completely intentional. I did it for science. You're all welcome. Jeez. Rabbit's rooting for me not to find it. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Does this make you king? Yes. It does? It's like the... I mean, the Lady of the Lake didn't give it to me, but it's close enough, right? The Koi of the Pond let me have it, as opposed to the Lady of the Lake. So I feel like that's the equivalent of being king. I'm gonna run with that. Let's go get some stems. I don't think I'm ready. I don't think there's these little mushrooms. They don't really give me a lot of food. How long have I been playing? Do you mean like tonight or in general? Because I started playing the game the day it came out. And I think it came back... I think it came out like somewhere around like... What was it? The end of July? Middle of July? Something like that? I played it a lot more when the game first came out. I was playing it like 3 times a week or something. And then, as we got through a bunch of the content and did a bunch of building and stuff, I kind of slowed it down and played other things, but... Must have stems. The Axe King of Backyardia. The lady of the koi of the pond, her scales clad in her hide clad in shimmering scales, thrust forth Excalibur. Some soddy wench lying in a ditch lobs a scimitar at you, and now you're king. Help, help, I'll be repressed. There's a fetch command? I don't know. Oh. Forgot that I was playing stems now. You were bones because you ate your own skin because you were too hungry. That could be. Could be. I do have a tendency to forget to eat in this game sometimes. And drink. It's an extreme diet plan. I just took it a little too far. I don't recommend it. You dirty animal. You know, a cool thing they should put in Grounded is that they should make a saddle so you can ride a ladybug. That would be neat. I want to ride a dragonfly in the game or something. So this game, it doesn't seem like they're going to have that kind of stuff in it, at least from what I've seen. But there is another game that is coming out called Small Land that is more of like tiny people in the wilderness as opposed to like tiny people in the backyard. And it looks like that one is going to have maybe a little bit more of that kind of stuff in it. Like there's actually a train and things in that one. You can make like boats and go down a stream. So it looks like there's maybe a little bit more of that in Small Land if it ever comes out. Whereas in this one, you're really sort of focused on the backyard. I don't think they'll ever give us the ability to fly on an insect in this game, just because when you get up high enough, you can see over the fence, and you can see that the world, even though it looks like there's stuff outside the fence, it's really not. That's just scenery. There's no ground out there. It's all just horrible white blankness. It's kind of like we're in the never-ending story, rather, and it's just the nothing out there. You're so far my favorite stream. Thanks, Keyboard Vlogs. Appreciate that. Your luck would be the Lady of the Lake from Doraleous and Associates. Yeah. Really like for there to be stuff out there. Yeah, I mean, they're still working on building out the backyard, so I can see why they wouldn't have gotten that ambitious and tried to do things outside of the yard yet. But maybe they will. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll like make it so you can get into the neighbors' yards or something. Like, you can see the stuff over the fence, but when you get up high, you can tell that it's not really there. They're just like buildings floating in an empty whiteness. Intended to add like depth and scenery so that it doesn't look like your house is isolated. They are going to add pets, but the only pet I think so far that they have plans for is the aphid. So you can tame an aphid and have it as a pet. Definitely subscribing. Well, thanks. Yeah, if you guys don't subscribe to the channel right now, click on that subscribe button. Come hang out with us some more. For reasons. I don't know which reasons, but reasons. I don't know whether I should go with the floor or try the ramps. I think I'm gonna try the ramps. Put these in here. Maybe we get some grass, and we'll see if we'll try to finish the stairs and the flooring here a little bit, and we'll see if we can get it to build like the sloped roof piece instead of the stairs there. Or they're trying to make it so you can tame spiders. I haven't heard that. I mean, so if you're not familiar with it, they have a development roadmap. Hold on, Obsidian Grounded. So on their website, there is the feature board you can click on, and not only will this highlight like things that they've got on the latest release, but then it shows the stuff that they're working on. So you can see the November update had all this like pond things. And then in coming soon, they have like equipped items don't fill a backpack space. Adding in a mosquito and a bee. Firefly, roly-poly. Finishing the Act 1 of the story. The only thing they have so far for pets is aphids that they're looking at working at. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll make like tameable spiders or something later. I don't know. But if you want to check that out in detail, you can go see it on their on the Obsidian website. Is that new game called Small? It's called Small Land, I think. Yeah, it's called Small Land. This is it here. So I don't know how this will work, like streaming it, but if you haven't seen it before, you can find this on Steam. They have the video. I don't know what the release date is yet. I haven't really seen anything about what they're going to be doing in terms of an actual release. But it has like weather and an ecosystem supposedly. It's a little bit more like I don't know, almost like you're intended to be small, like you're small folk as opposed to just somebody who got shrunk. In case that music is copyrighted, I don't want to get busted for showing that, but you can find that on Steam and check that out. But it's called Small Land. It does say Phase 1 pets. Yeah, so they might add more later, but as it stands right now, their development plan doesn't have anything on it for other types of pets. But that's not to say they couldn't add them. That looks cute. Yeah, it's neat. So it's a similar idea. It was actually announced before Grounded was. But Grounded came out before Small Land. I think Small Land, the developer, I don't know, went out of business or something, and they sold the game rights to a different developer who then picked it up and is running with it. So they were doing a rebuild or something. I don't know. There was something to do with why it wasn't, why there wasn't more information about its release yet. But it's to be determined, I guess. Yeah, you can build rafts in that game and like float down streams and stuff. And so the world itself is larger. It's a wilderness world as opposed to like a backyard. Currently no release date. Been watching for over 2 years. Yeah, like I said, I think they had some development problems with it, and then either the studio went out of business and the rights got bought up by somebody else, or something to that effect happened. I don't know for sure, but oh shoot, I meant to get grass, not the stuff. I guess I'll leave these here for now. It's like 10 p.m. here and you're tired and you wake me up. That's normally the opposite of what I get from people. Usually they say I put them to sleep. Like, your voice is so soothing. I end up going to sleep when I turn your streams on. Yes, it's a larger small world. You are why I bought this game. Well, thanks, Dan. I hope you enjoy it, because, you know, there's, I play quite a variety of games, and I confess that most of the games I end up playing, I don't end up finishing. I'm a horrible finisher that way. There's just so much stuff coming out all the time. I constantly want to check out the new things. And I don't always play them all the way through, but hopefully you enjoy the game. It's fun. At least I think it is. Yep, I have Minecraft. I don't play it much. Generally only when my daughter wants to play. Gotta jump around so you don't get burnt out. I mean, yeah, sometimes I guess. I mean, I played a lot of a game called Oxygen Not Included. There's a lot of people that follow my channel because of Oxygen Not Included. And then I've been taking a break from it while I was waiting for the new DLC to come out for Oni. And it's finally on the verge of coming out, but it's not quite here yet. And I've kind of been playing a variety of other games too now, so like a bunch of different survival games and just kind of trying everything that looks interesting. I've kind of been jumping in and trying out, including some games that, as much as I keep my content family friendly, there's some games that have not so family friendly content in it, like swearing and violence and that kind of stuff. So I've kind of been like branching out and trying other things too, but there's a new game I got access to early that's coming out, I think on, I want to say December 1st is when it's coming out, called Empire of Sin. That I'm going to wind up playing on the channel too. I've been toying around with that a little bit. It's like, it's like running a Prohibition era mob family kind of thing. It's kind of fun. Has like turn-based combat and stuff in it. Okay, now that I have this built here, let's cancel those and see if it will allow me to put a roof across there. It might not. I'm kind of hoping if I can get, if it's on both the top and, no. Why does it, I don't get it. See, if I put it here on the floor, I could build it. If I put it there, even though it's got support on both the top and the bottom, it still won't let me build there. Hate that. Have I seen the trailer for the koi pond? I think so. I think I watched it. I can even build it in like weird places, like halfway through the floor. Yep, that's fine. No trouble. Everything's fine. As soon as you move it over the gap, boom, no good. Darn you, game. I hope they add some more building pieces in. Whoops, building pieces in for a little bit more variety in some of the building. It'd be nice to get a little bit creative with some of the structures, but there are certain limitations in what you can make in the game because of how the building works. And because of the pieces that you have access to. Alright, so we'll go with the, come on, give me what I need here. We'll just go with the regular stairs, I guess. Oh, unsupported, that's why I can't build there. Yeah, gotta get more grass. Put the flat floor blueprint down and then ramp. I'll try it. Sometimes when I do that though, it will delete the piece that's above it when you take the floor piece away. Because if I'm going to do this, then I might as well. Yeah, see, it deleted it. If I'm going to do that, I might as well just go with the stairs because then it actually looks like stairs. I could instead of doing the floor, I guess I could put the scaffolding underneath. Because I could do that, and it would let me build the stairs also. And then I could still walk underneath it. Nah. I'll do the floor. I'm indecisive, as usual. You planning on playing Cyberpunk 2077? Potentially. Yeah, I do kind of want to play it. I don't know how into it I'll be because I enjoyed Watch Dogs Legion, but I don't feel super into the game either. I feel like it's just like a random bunch of experiences for me. I haven't really gotten really super into that game. So I wonder to a degree if Cyberpunk 2077 is going to feel kind of the same to me, but I do actually want to play it. I wish I had gotten the new Assassin's Creed game. That one looks good. What's the new game coming out you're super excited about? You know what? I don't really have a ton on the horizon right now that I've really been following. I'm really looking forward to the new DLC update for Oxygen Not Included, but that's not a whole new game coming out. I don't know. I have to go and look and see what's coming out. I have a horrible memory for stuff. Oh, that's weird. Someone clicked the join button and then took it back. Valhalla is really beautiful. Yeah, it does look really good. I mean, I played the first couple of Assassin's Creed games, and then I found them really repetitive, so I didn't really go back to them. But I have to say that Valhalla looks really good. I need more food. Said you were working on a surprise. What was that for? That's still pending. I think one day you make create a video game with your creativity and ideas, among many other attributes. You can even voice a lot of it. That'd be mind-blowing. Yeah, probably not. I mean, I enjoy playing games. I don't know that I have that kind of that raw creativity around creating a game, though. I mean, I've said before, like mashup games would be neat, where there's like, if you could take like elements of this game with that game and that game, it would be a really cool thing. Like, I don't know, like if you had like a apocalyptic survival game that had elements of stuff like car mechanic simulator, where you've got to like scrounge the parts and build vehicles and stuff, and like, I don't know, whatever. But I don't know that I would ever build a game. I don't think I'm creative enough for that. Mixed Tetris with Watch Dogs. No, I didn't finish the castle up here. We stopped working on the castle when we realized that there was a problem with building where the pieces would get crooked when you put them down. They've since fixed that, so I'm going to continue building this afterward. We'll get this finished off. Because right now it just looks like a ruin. Welcome to our castle ruins. Scrap Mechanic? I mean, I played Scrap Mechanic a bit. Have a good night, Keyboard Vlogs. Thanks for coming to hang out for a bit. Oh, I am dying. I guess I gotta get some food, huh? I have nothing on me to eat. I gotta go back to the base. Blast. Hopefully the mushrooms respawn over there. If not, we'll get some food on the way. I have, I think, one aphid on the drying rack. I don't know if it'll be ready yet, though. What's Scrap Mechanic? Scrap Mechanic is like a creative crafting style game. You can like build vehicles and buildings and that kind of stuff. And they added a survival mode to the game as well. Hi, Heather. I'm good. Thanks. How are you? Need some grip. I think I heard. There we go. You look like you'll be perfect on the spit. Oh, let's get you with this thing. Splat. It's one for the drying rack. So we get some mushrooms over here. That'll tide us over momentarily. As long as we don't bump into a spider while we're here. Please no spiders. Please no spiders. Just tired. Getting ready for Thanksgiving. That's cool. When I'm going to play Night of the Dead. Oh yeah, I should finish that off, shouldn't I? We got to the point where we were almost ready to escape and then didn't. Leaving you on tenterhooks. It's all part of my fiendish plan. Oh, look at these aphid. They're trapped up here. I'm gonna help them. I'm here to rescue you. You're saved. Hold still so I can save you. There we go. Wolf spider. Yeah, wolf spiders are a pain. I don't like them. I'd much rather kill them with an arrow than try to get into melee combat with them because they always mess me up. I can't time their attack right. I've gotten better at timing the attack from the orb weaver spiders, and I can block it. But with the wolf spiders, if you don't block it right, you get poisoned anyway, and then that's just a pain. Wait a minute, I'm confused. Oh, it's there. I thought I had another thing already on the drying rack, but I guess I didn't. Let's just show what I knows. Make a smoothie or something, maybe? I mean, smoothies don't really give me food. I know there's one that there's one type of smoothie that actually gives you food, but I can't remember what ingredients go in it. Let's make spider chunk smoothies. That was weird. What the heck is going on there? My stuff's invisible. Oh, I'm thirsty now. Man, I can't I can't do anything right now. I'm all out of bandages. We'll drink a smoothie. Hot dog apple cookie. Oh, okay. Well, I gotta go gather that stuff. I don't really want to do that right now. Doesn't cater well enough to my laziness. So we'll make do with what we have. Can make a bandage too, I guess. That will help. Oh my god, these are good. These are back. Okay. Make sure our canteen's full. Ah! Ah! I looked away from the screen for a second there. I had my hands like off the keyboard. I couldn't hit the button. Come on. There we go. In Canada, Thanksgiving's in October. It is, yeah. It's like the first weekend in October or second weekend in October every year, something like that. I don't think Canadian Thanksgiving is as significant for us though as Thanksgiving is in the US. Like, we still do the whole turkey dinner thing, and it's a lot of the same kind of traditions and tropes and stuff around Canadian Thanksgiving. But I don't think it has quite the same strong cultural significance in Canada as it does in the US. Do I know green machine? You're talking about the smoothie green machine? Yes. I don't remember the ingredients that are in it, but I have the recipe. It's like fiber, clover leaf, and something else, right? There's a smoothie that you make called the Mint on the Rocks, which is mint fuzz pebble quartz. Yeah, yeah. I have a few of them that I've unlocked. I don't tend to make a whole lot of the different smoothies though. I find that the one I tend to make all the time is just the question mark smoothie because A, it doesn't require me to have any specific materials to make it, and B, I mostly use them when I want to heal more than anything else. So. Fiber, cloverleaf, and aphid? Which one's that? Also green grasshopper. Yes, that too. Kitty litter. Just what everyone needs in their drink, a little bit of gravel. Mmm, that gravel's delicious. That's the finest gravel I've ever had. Boom, stairs complete. Okay, ow! That was my leg, cat. Okay, we need to do some of this up here. Some of that, some of this. I think I'm gonna leave that open that way. Like so, kind of thing. And then I guess I'm gonna need a second set of stairs going up, so maybe I don't know where to put those exactly. Maybe I'll put them on either side over here. Kind of like to make it a little more fancy in here, but there's only limited options in what you can build, I guess. If an acorn mushroom equals boost juice. Booster juice. You know about the ant totem? It's a blueprint you can find in the ant cave. I do have that totem, yeah. I think I've discovered most of the things there are to discover in the game at this point. For now, anyway. Until they unlock some more things, at any rate. Should put a trampoline to go up and just a water hole to jump in to go down. Well, I've got the whole outer edge here is all water I can just jump down to. Oh, the boost juice for hunger. Aphid, acorn, and mushroom. It doesn't seem worth it. Because if you put the aphid on the drying rack, you get a lot of food value out of them when you eat them later. And they'll store forever and stack, so... I don't know. I guess it would be a time saver, because you wouldn't have to wait for the aphid to dry, but... Oh, you meant kibble, like the kitty kibble. No, the smoothies will last. They don't go bad or anything. But it just you get pretty good food value out of just the dried aphid, without having to make it into a smoothie, I guess. Because then you don't have to use any other ingredients. Green Machine's the only smoothie worth it, really. Yeah, I guess because the ingredients you make it out of are inconsequential. Like it's like fiber, clover leaf, and like one of those stem things, right? Not a stem, the sprout. So they're like super easy to gather. They don't really have other utilities necessarily. The sprig, yeah, the sprig, thank you. Versus like the one that you're actually making out of the aphid, you can get food just as well just by eating the aphid. So it's kind of, it's not super productive, I don't find. Alright, the staircase is maybe a little bit weird, but I guess it's alright. Got a mood pool inside the house. Add lighting from around the perimeter so you can spot it from underwater. Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see how I can do that. I mean, depending on where I can attach stuff on the foundations, I might be able to put some lights down here, but you can't build downwards, so like you can't put a wall that extends into the water. It just won't let you put it there. I think you used to be able to, and they might have changed that, but now you definitely can't, so I don't know. Nice voice. Thanks, Justin. Get gas arrows, go to the garden lights at night. You'll also get much meat from gnats. Oh yeah, that works. stock up on nap meat. You can also go to that little island that's in the flooded zone. There's a lot of gnats that show up over there, too. Just do a handstand and build upwards to get around not being able to build down. Oh, yes. Clever. Have I found the cold-blooded burgle chip? Yeah, it's in the it's in the paint near the house. There's like a paint can there with some stuff on the ground. Let's go use the oh jeez, missed. Oh, fish. Man, you sink fast when you jump. Oh god, let me out of the water. Get me out of the water. This thing's gonna eat me. Come on. I'm panicking. Get me out of here. Alright, there we go. It's a good thing that thing didn't decide to attack me, because I would have died. There was no way I was getting out of that water. Hey, CrypticFox, you should do a join game with Grounded with Sir Simalot. He actually he messaged me, but I don't really know Sir Simalot. And I don't really play this game multiplayer too much. I've been playing it mostly solo, aside from when I had Nate join my game. What's Sir Simalot like? I don't know if I've even watched any of his content, to be honest. My house is a death trap. It really kind of is. I fall in the water and then can't get out, and the fish eats me. At least it didn't get me that time, but could have. Rotten fish. Oh shoot! I meant to go to bed. Rabid. Yeah, I every now and then I'll get like emails or DMs from people asking to collaborate or whatever, and more often than not, it's people that I don't know, and for the most part, I've only really played with people that I know in some capacity. Great YouTuber, smaller channel, and you knows everything about Grounded. That's handy. Ow! Stop that, crazy cat. That sounds like you. There's a few things there that don't sound like you, Rabbit. So, great YouTuber, knows a lot about things. I think she said something about him being nice before. Bonsai. Okay, Cap, that headset cord is not your toy. Oh, I thought I had more grass down here. Yeah, shoot. Some of the words are like maybe, not in that order. Can't wait till they bring the harpoon gun in the game. Yeah, that'll be pretty neat. I mean, the trident looks pretty cool. I haven't even made one yet. I probably should. At any rate, we are rounding up on midnight. I know I started a little bit late, but we're gonna call it a wrap here. I gotta sleep. My youngest daughter last night decided at 3 a.m. was the time to get up, and then didn't successfully go back to sleep again. So that's it's been a wonderful day. But I'm gonna call it a wrap for tonight. Thanks everyone for coming to hang out. I think tomorrow night I had planned to play some Medieval Dynasty, and they actually just came out with a new update for the game that lets us put like roads and pathways and stuff, and fishing and what have you. So we'll go check that out tomorrow. Expand on our community a little bit more, and hopefully not get eaten by a bear or run over by one of those crazy bison things. But thanks everyone for coming to hang out tonight. Appreciate the super chats this evening. I'm as always CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.